But a week later, they showed up at my apartment. I was barely home from work when they barged in. "Give us the money, Keith, or you'll be sorry."
Emma's your sister. You can't let her struggle while you sit on $100,000.
"Get out! This is my place, my money. You've never cared about me." I tried to push them out, but they snapped. My dad grabbed my shirt and slammed me against the wall, his fist immediately crashing into my chest. My mom threw a lamp at me, the glass shattering and cutting my arm. I fought back, swinging wildly, but they were stronger. My dad's punches bruised my ribs. My mom's nails scratched my face. I barely escaped. I managed to get a taxi that drove me to the hospital. There, the doctors stitched me up and bandaged me. I stayed overnight because I was too shaken to go home. The next day, I went live from my hospital bed. I showed my followers the bruises and told them the whole story of how my parents favored Emma, mistreated me, refused to help with college, and now attacked me to steal my lottery money. My parents have always treated me like garbage. They gave everything to my sister, left me with nothing. Now they beat me up to take my $100,000. I'm in the hospital, but I'm not giving up. I need your support. My followers went crazy. People called my parents monsters, shared my video, and sent messages of love. I was born into a family that never loved me. I'm the first of 2 kids, but my parents, John and Carol, poured all their love into my younger sister, Emma. She was their golden child, their pride, and their everything. As for me, I was the afterthought, the one they barely noticed. They spent every dime on Emma. They bought new dresses, paid for ballet classes, among other things. But when it came to me, their wallets were empty, and their excuses were endless. "Keith, you're a man. Men don't need pampering. Figure it out yourself."
Emma is special. She needs our support. You're strong enough to handle things.
Strong enough? I was just a kid, craving a hug, a kind word, or anything to make me feel wanted. But all I got was their "be a man" mantra. It was laughable, coming from my dad who worked at his father's hardware company, a job he only got because he couldn't find one anywhere else. He'd come home complaining about his boss, his own dad, while preaching self-reliance to me. The hypocrisy was crazy, but I swallowed it, learning early to hide my pain. Emma wasn't any better. She'd walk around in her new outfits, knowing I wore faded shirts from thrift stores. She'd smile when our parents fawned over her, like she enjoyed my invisibility. I'd try to talk to her, hoping for a sister who'd care, but she'd brush me off.
Stop whining, Keith. Not everyone gets to be the favorite.
High school was like my escape. After graduation, I was ready to take the next step. I sat my parents down to talk to them. I got accepted to community college. "Can you help with tuition? I'll work part-time to cover the rest." "College? For you? Get a job, Keith. Pay your own way."
Emma's starting at state next year. We're saving for her. You'll manage.
I felt so sad. Emma was already set for a 4-year university, her tuition paid, her dorm picked out. But they refused to spend a dime on me. I didn't complain. Instead, I landed a job at a local grocery store, bagging groceries, mopping floors, working 10-hour shifts for minimum wage. I was going to show up every day and save every penny for college. My 19th birthday was a low one. I'd hoped, stupidly, that they'd remember. I worked a double shift, expecting maybe a card, a call, or something. Instead, Emma made it about her.
Mom, Dad, I saw this amazing wristwatch online. It's $500, but it's so pretty. Can I have it?
Oh, sweetie, of course. We'll order it tomorrow.
Anything for our girl. It'll look perfect on you. It wasn't until nearly midnight that they finally remembered.
Oh, Keith, it's your birthday, isn't it? Sorry, we got caught up.
Yeah, happy 19th. You're a big boy now. No need for a fuss. I cried until my eyes burned. No cake, no gift, not even a real apology. Just another reminder that I didn't matter. That night, I made a vow that I'd make something of myself and become someone they couldn't ignore. And when I did, I'd keep every bit of my success out of their reach. To keep myself sane, I started making videos online. After shifts at the store, I'd use my beat-up phone to film funny rants about work, goofy impressions of customers, and stories about my life. I'd edit them late at night, laughing to myself in my tiny bedroom. I posted them on social media, not expecting much, just a way to let off steam. But people started watching. A dozen views became 100, then 1,000. Comments rolled in, strangers saying I made them laugh, that they rooted for me. I felt so seen. My followers grew. I couldn't believe when it got to 5,000, then 10,000. I worked harder, posted more, and saved every dollar. I was even able to get a small apartment. One day, I made a video about my favorite shoe brand. I joked about how I'd love a pair of their new sneakers, but they were way out of my budget. These shoes are fire, but my wallet's like, dream on, Keith. The video went viral, hitting 50,000 views. My followers loved it, saying I sounded like I was born to do ads. A week later, the brand's official account commented. They praised my energy and asked me to DM my address because they wanted to send me those shoes I was dreaming of. I nearly screamed when I saw it. The package arrived a few days later. I filmed an unboxing video, grinning from ear to ear and showing off the shoes to my growing audience. My followers went crazy, some even buying their own because of me. 2 weeks later, the brand emailed me again. They sent $1,000 as a thank you, saying my video boosted their sales in my area. I couldn't believe it. I posted about it, tearing up on camera. You guys, I was paid because of you. I'm saving for college, and this is huge. Thank you. That video exploded, pushing me to 30,000 followers. Other brands took notice and began sending me stuff. A local clothing store sent me shirts, a phone case company paid me $500 for a shout-out, and a soda brand sent crates of drinks. A popular phone brand gave me a new phone with a better camera. By my 20th birthday, I had 60,000 followers and enough savings to start planning for college. Then, one random Tuesday, I bought a $5 lottery ticket at a gas station. I didn't think much of it, just a whim while grabbing a soda. 2 days later, I got a call. I'd won $100,000. I was in shock for a long time. I checked the numbers 10 times and called the lottery office to confirm. It was real. I immediately went live on social media. Guys, I just won $100,000 in the lottery. I'm going to college, starting a business, living my dreams. You've been with me through everything. Thank you. My followers freaked out, flooding my comments with congrats, heart emojis, and virtual high fives. My inbox was a sea of love. People I'd never met were celebrating like it was their win too. I called my parents, hoping, against all logic, that they'd be proud. But I should have known better. $100,000? That's serious money. When are you bringing it over? Bringing it over? It's mine. I want it.
Don't be greedy, Keith. That money should go to Emma. She's in college, building a real future.
Yeah, Keith. I need it for tuition, my sorority fees, new clothes. You don't even have a plan.
Are you kidding? You've never cared about me. This is my money, and you're not touching it. I was so furious. After years of ignoring me, they thought they could claim my win? Never. You never paid for my school, never got me a birthday gift, nothing. Now you want my money for Emma? No way. You get nothing. You ungrateful little punk. We raised you, and we need that money, else we will disown you.
Emma deserves that money. You owe us, Keith.
I hung up angrily. But they didn't stop. They started calling daily, leaving voicemails demanding the money. I ignored them, but a week later, they showed up at my apartment. I was barely home from work when they barged in. Give us the money, Keith, or you'll be sorry.
Emma's your sister. You can't let her struggle while you sit on $100,000.
Get out! This is my place, my money. You've never cared about me. I tried to push them out, but they snapped. My dad grabbed my shirt and slammed me against the wall, his fist immediately crashing into my chest. My mom threw a lamp at me, the glass shattering and cutting my arm. I fought back, swinging wildly, but they were stronger. My dad's punches bruised my ribs. My mom's nails scratched my face. I barely escaped. I managed to get a taxi that drove me to the hospital. There, the doctors stitched me up and bandaged me. I stayed overnight because I was too shaken to go home. The next day, I went live from my hospital bed. I showed my followers the bruises and told them the whole story of how my parents favored Emma, mistreated me, refused to help with college, and now attacked me to steal my lottery money. My parents have always treated me like garbage. They gave everything to my sister, left me with nothing. Now they beat me up to take my $100,000. I'm in the hospital, but I'm not giving up. I need your support. My followers went crazy. People called my parents monsters, shared my video, and sent messages of love. Some asked for my parents' address, saying they wanted to help. I was hesitant, but I was hurting, angry, and done. So, I gave it out in a private message to a few local fans I trusted. While I was still in the hospital, they took action. A group of my followers showed up at my parents' house with the police. My dad and mom were arrested for assault, cuffed in their own driveway as neighbors watched. But my fans weren't done. They found Emma at her college, which was an hour away. They stormed her dorm, pulling her outside in front of a growing crowd. They shouted about her selfishness, how she'd let our parents neglect me. They threw eggs at her, splattered her with soda, spit on her designer clothes. Students filmed it. No one helped her because word had gotten around about how she'd gloated while I suffered. Emma stood there, humiliated, crying in the dirt as the crowd dispersed. A week later, I left the hospital. I was still sore but healing. My fans visited me at home, bringing flowers, cards, and homemade cookies. I teared up because I was overwhelmed by their support.
Keith, we got you. Your parents are scum. You're our brother now. Nobody messes with you.
I took my parents to court. My evidence were the hospital records, my live video, neighbors who'd heard the fight, even a security camera from my apartment building that caught part of the attack. John and Carol, you are guilty of child neglect and aggravated assault. Your actions were shameful and cruel. You're sentenced to 5 years in prison each, with mandatory counseling. They tried to beg as they were led away. Keith, please, we're sorry. We didn't mean it.
You're our son. Forgive us, please. Give us.
I didn't even look at them. They'd lost me years ago, with every cruel thing they did to me. With them in jail, Emma's world collapsed. Without their money, she couldn't pay for college. She showed up at my new house, begging on her knees.
Keith, I'm so sorry. I was wrong to treat you like that. I can't afford school. Please help me.
You're my sister, but you never acted like it. You laughed when they ignored me, when they hurt me. You don't get to beg now. Get out and stay away from me. I shut the door in her face without any guilt. She'd chosen their side and basked in their favoritism. Now she had to live with it. In 2 months, my life was unrecognizable. My followers jumped to 250,000. Brands flooded my inbox, from clothing lines to tech companies, even a car dealership offering a sponsored post. I gave my store boss $5,000 as a thank you for being kind during my shifts and quit. I enrolled in college, majoring in film, set to start in the fall. I launched a small video production company and hired 2 friends to shoot and edit ads for local businesses. I invested $20,000 of my winnings in stocks, and they were already growing. I'm 21 now, living in my own house, no debt, and no strings. My fans are my family because they lifted me up when my real one tore me down. Months after the trial, life moved forward for me, but backwards for them. I kept getting updates, some from my fans who had connections, some from former neighbors who couldn't stop gossiping. I didn't ask for these updates, but they came. Like karma wanted me to know. John and Carol weren't adjusting well in prison. Apparently, news of what they did to me had circulated. Inmates don't take kindly to parents who beat their children, especially over money. My dad got jumped during lunch one day, a tray to the face and a cracked rib. The guards didn't do much, just moved him to isolation. Big man with fists at home, huh? Try that here, daddy dearest. Carol didn't fare any better. Her old perfect mom persona crumbled fast. She was caught crying in the laundry room after another inmate shoved her into a pile of dirty mop heads. They shaved her head after lice were found in her bunk. Word is, she now scrubs toilets and begs for protection from a guard who used to follow my content and recognized her. You raised a golden daughter and beat the real gold, huh? Ain't karma a bitch? They both sleep badly now, according to a prison nurse who follows me online. Carol screams at night, calling out my name in her sleep, begging me not to leave her. John grinds his teeth and mutters nonsense. Their dreams are haunted by the very person they dismissed like trash. As for Emma, the glitter in her world turned to ash. Without their money, she dropped out. She sold most of her designer clothes online, was spotted crying on a public bus, wearing knockoff sneakers. Then came the real blow. One day, a fan sent me a photo. Emma, behind a butcher's counter at a grimy market, hairnet pulled tight over greasy hair, blood-stained apron wrapped around her waist. She was weighing frozen turkey legs for someone's BBQ. She used to post pictures with French toast in fancy cafes. Now, she was slapping raw chicken thighs on a plastic scale and forcing a fake smile. Emma didn't answer, just wiped her hands on her apron and looked away. That photo went viral too. I didn't repost it. I didn't need to. The universe was doing all the talking. Thanks for watching. Yo Dorkian, your fly's down again. Trying to impress your imaginary girlfriend? He probably talks to anime pillows at night. Careful guys, he might shoot laser beams from those Coke bottle glasses. They shoved me into lockers, dumped my lunch, drew crude cartoons of me on the chalkboard. Once, they replaced my asthma inhaler with whipped cream. Another time, Logan tricked me into thinking I'd been nominated for the Honor Society. I got all dressed up. When I arrived at the auditorium, the doors were locked. A janitor found me hours later, sitting on the steps, humiliated. Oops, wrong night, Dorkian. Guess you're not honor material. They even humiliated me during a school talent show, signed me up without my consent, labeled me as a comic relief mime. I was booed off stage before I even started. They once held me down in the locker room and drew cartoon fangs on my face with permanent marker. Logan stood over me laughing. Now the freak looks how he feels, like a monster. Hi, my name is Dorian Wells. You're probably wondering why I'm telling you this story. Well, because it needs to be told. Not for pity, not for sympathy, but because some scars don't fade. They fester in silence, until one day they find the light. I used to believe people change. That time softens cruelty. But some people don't change. They evolve. Their fangs just get sharper. Let me tell you what happened years back. Back when I was just a scared kid. Back when I was bullied so viciously, I didn't think I'd survive. Because understanding what happened to me then is the only way to understand what I did now. It was October, the year I turned 13. The fire evacuation drill had been announced that morning. Standard stuff. Line up. Exit calmly. Reassemble on the field. Everyone knew the drill. But not everyone played fair. I was what you'd call the quiet kid. Wore oversized glasses. Stuttered when I was nervous. Loved comic books. And was, unfortunately, the favorite target of Logan Mercer. Logan. Tall, handsome, with a smile that fooled teachers and melted cheerleaders. But he was venom inside. And he had a pack. Tyler, Ben, and Sean, each more brainless than the last. Yo Dorkian, your fly's down again. Trying to impress your imaginary girlfriend? He probably talks to anime pillows at night. Careful guys, he might shoot laser beams from those Coke bottle glasses. They shoved me into lockers, dumped my lunch, drew crude cartoons of me on the chalkboard. Once, they replaced my asthma inhaler with whipped cream. Another time, Logan tricked me into thinking I'd been nominated for the Honor Society. I got all dressed up. When I arrived at the auditorium, the doors were locked. A janitor found me hours later, sitting on the steps, humiliated. Oops, wrong night, Dorkian. Guess you're not honor material. They even humiliated me during a school talent show, signed me up without my consent, labeled me as a comic relief mime. I was booed off stage before I even started. They once held me down in the locker room and drew cartoon fangs on my face with permanent marker. Logan stood over me laughing. Now the freak looks how he feels, like a monster. They once locked me in a porta potty during field day and tipped it over. I came out drenched, and everyone, including teachers, laughed. They created a fake dating profile with my name and used it to catfish another student. When the truth came out, I was blamed for harassment. So when the fire drill began, and Logan said, "Hey Dorkian, you forgot your bag. It's in the janitor's closet. Better grab it before the fire eats it." I hesitated. What? Now! Ben shoved me hard toward the east wing. I went, stupidly. As soon as I stepped in, they slammed the door. Clicked the lock. "Bye-bye, closet goblin." I screamed, pounded. They were laughing. Their laughter echoed, wicked and triumphant. And then I smelled it. Smoke. At first, I thought it was a prank, a smoke bomb or something. But then the heat started seeping through the walls. The smoke crept in like a vengeful ghost. I screamed. I clawed. I passed out. I woke up in the hospital. Second-degree burns on my back, a scar down my jawline. Smoke damage in my lungs that would make me cough like a 90-year-old every winter. I also suffered from PTSD, insomnia, and recurring night terrors for years. For a time, I couldn't even walk past a janitor's closet without freezing. The worst part? No one was punished. Logan claimed he never saw me. Sean said I ran back in for my inhaler. The CCTV cameras were mysteriously offline that day. They got medals for helping other students. I got therapy. My parents? They begged me to let it go. Said, "Don't cause trouble for other families." They were more concerned with fitting in than standing up for me. I dropped out 2 years later, finished school online, moved far away, changed everything, except my name. I wanted them to remember it. Years later, I became a journalist. Ironic, huh? The quiet kid finding his voice. I wrote about politics, exposés, corporate lies. I started making waves, just not with my name in the byline. Pen names, anonymous tips. I had power, finally. Then I saw his face. Logan Mercer. Senator Logan Mercer, to be exact. Youngest ever in my state. Champion for youth empowerment. Face of the future. My past had become my present. It started small. I noticed funding discrepancies in one of his youth programs. Dug deeper, fake shell organizations, donors laundering cash, bribes, extortion. I had it all. Then I dug deeper into the man himself. Interviewed former aides. I got footage, hidden camera clips of Logan berating interns, slamming doors, threatening junior staff. Still the same bully, just a bigger office. One video showed him grabbing an aide's phone and throwing it against a wall. Another? He mocked a young employee's stutter, called him Dorkian 2.0. Another clip showed him humiliating an intern for spilling coffee. "Are you blind or just brain dead? You're lucky I don't have you mopping restrooms with your tie." In one particular video, Logan screamed at a nervous intern during a fundraiser event, publicly ridiculing her speech impediment, while guests looked on awkwardly. "If you can't say 3 words without stuttering, maybe go work in radio. Oh wait, you'd still fail." In yet another clip, he mocked an intern's anxiety attack, mimicking her breathing and shouting, "Breathe in, breathe out. Wait, do we need a paper bag for the drama queen?" I had everything I needed. I requested for an interview, and he accepted. "Thanks for coming, Senator Mercer," I said, shaking his hand. "Always a pleasure to speak to the press." He smiled, perfect as ever. "Let's begin," I said, clicking on my recorder. He didn't recognize me. Good. I had shaved my head years ago, grew a beard. I was nothing like that kid he left in a smoke-filled coffin. Halfway through, I changed the script. "Do you remember Dorian Wells?" He paused, then laughed. "That name sounds familiar. One of the youth scholarship kids?" "No, the kid you locked in the janitor's closet." "I don't..." He stiffened. "Don't lie. I have recordings, hospital files, employee testimonies, footage, but I'm not here to sue you." "Then what do you want? Money?" "No, I want an apology. On live TV, look into the camera and say what you did. Say my name, admit it. No spin, no PR. That'll ruin me." "You ruined me. Deal, or I go public with the corruption, the staff abuse, the video of you calling your assistant a slimy worm." "You're just a journalist. I have connections. The press works for me." "Then you might want to say hi to the hidden mic in your tie." He turned pale. I leaned in. "Public confession or public execution. Your choice." He agreed. We aired it on the network I freelanced for. Prime time. He sat under hot lights, face pale. "I'm here to confess. My name is Logan Mercer, and when I was in middle school, I bullied a student named Dorian Wells. I locked him in a closet during a drill. A fire broke out. He almost died." Silence. Then something unexpected happened. His eyes welled up. "I didn't just bully him. I led others too. I made his life hell, and I kept going. I took that same hunger for power into politics. I hurt people. I covered crimes. I'm not fit to serve." He broke. He started crying, blubbering, rambling names, dates, secrets, everything. I didn't stop the camera. By the end of the week, half the party had resigned. Investigations opened. Logan was arrested 2 days later for fraud and obstruction. I published the full story. Under my real name, it went viral. Logan's wife divorced him. His kids changed their last names. His own brother cut ties, calling him a disgrace to the family name. He was ordered to repay over $2.3 million in embezzled funds. Civil lawsuits poured in. He lost everything. Last I heard, he was delivering groceries. Someone slashed his car tires. Another threw eggs at him. Once, while dropping off a package, someone pointed and shouted,
Hey, isn't that the rude politician who bullied a kid and stole from youth programs?
Laughter followed him back to his car. Justice didn't come gently. It came like fire. Then one night, I received a letter. Dear Dorian, I'm sorry. Not because I got caught, but because I finally see what I became. Thank you for making me face it. I hope one day you find peace. Logan, people think revenge means destroying someone. Sometimes it's about revealing who they really are. Hi, my name is Dorian Wells, and I'm finally free. Thanks for watching.